You know what I'm saying? We don't know who we are. We suffer from an identity crisis. If you ask 10 people who we are, we're going to get 10 different places. And it's going an argument is going to ensue about it. And then, two, there's an incentive for Black self-hate. Because you know, okay, like dig this. Like on my social media, okay, on my TikTok specifically. And I saw a post today, and it was very interesting. It was a female that did a post today. And she did a study that was showing that they hide the algorithms of Black love. Yeah. You know, but there's an incentive and there's a mass spreading of Black dysfunction. So then we got to look at like what's being pushed to us. Notice I always bring up stuff like the Tavistock Institute, and I bring up Tavistock Institute for a reason, because that is how we're being programmed. That's one of the many ways that we're being programmed. Right. But we're being programmed by what we hear, by what we see. And so all we hear is Black dysfunction. All we see, all we have been seeing since white folks encountered us is dysfunction. So, you know, so there's like, okay, and in my videos are starting to circulate and do pretty good. But there's one particular video, as you see, I got this board behind me, and it was interesting that now I got Black love is a power. So I'm interested to see how he's going to respond to this, because I want to do a test myself. But when I did Black love equals white demise, I noticed my last two videos barely tapped 100 views combined. When I'm up to like 5, almost 6. It's coming up. But I noticed with that message back there, I noticed that when I'm speaking life into Black women and when I'm saying positive things about Black women, not only am I being attacked by the fools and the cretins, it's not really getting what it should get. Because they don't want don't want a mass spreading of Black love. They don't want us sitting up here talking about appreciating Black women. We're supposed to sit up here and complain. We're supposed to sit up here and talk about a woman's place. We're supposed to take and like this are all contributing factors. You know, it wasn't no coincidence that Pac said way back when he said, if we don't, we have a race of babies that'll hate the ladies that make them. And lo and behold, in 2023, what we got? Niggas.
Right.
You know,
he spoke.
You know, so we have to look at what's being done to us. We have to look at what has been done and what's continuing. It's more, you know, the guy that's in the Creed movie, Jonathan Majors. Okay, we see him on the cover of the Ebony magazine. Big, swole guy, but he dressed like a pussycat doll. Who else? A$AP Rocky in the picture, in the cover of him and Rihanna. All of these are components of self-hate or you know, not appreciating or representing the Black self as strong as you could. Because one thing that we know that they got a war out on is strong Black masculinity.
Yeah, because, hey, man, I was looking, you know, Pusha T, I guess, a week or two. You know, I just seen him browsing through YouTube. He went to a fashion show, I think out of Paris or either London and stuff. He had on the kilt dress, the little kilt thing and everything. Pusha T.
Yeah, I don't know, man, why we as a people keep picking up these different cultures, man. That's not our culture, you know. And that's true what Obasi just said, because you can tell the level of growth with a civilization, how they treat the women. And we treat our women bad. You know what I'm saying?
And they treat us bad too,
that's
though.
crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we treat
they do though, but the level we're at now is pretty bad, man. Whereas if, you know, the music is bad, you know what I'm saying? How they really disrespect the women, and you know, it's really bad.
And even though that is true though, Watto, that's what we kind of got to not do, because every time we speak, every time the sisters speak, we jump in. Every time we jump in, every time we speak, the sisters jump in and say, we'll be in that too. Sometimes we have to sit and unpack what was just said. Sometimes we have to just sit and say, we do, because, okay, now we can't have it both ways, y'all. We can't be like, oh, we kings, oh, we this, oh, we this. But then we say, well, we can't control our women where our women are out of pocket. because we are reflections of each other. You know, so our women are, so if our women are out of pocket and our women are, therefore us being, we are out of pocket. We are out of pocket as a people. And not that we even wrong though, Waldo. It's just we have to have these conversations on healthy panels to hear women. The women have to hear us and not get offended.
But what I'm saying is not trying to make like, oh, what I mean is we treat each other bad. You know what I mean? You know, that's what I meant by that comment I made. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? And you know, when I go out in the public and be in the community, we're not courteous no more. We're not polite no more. We not that genuine like we used to be. You know, back in the day, we had a lot of authenticity about ourselves. We was in the public, or you know, you open the door for the mothers and stuff like that, or you will say, you know, excuse me or something like that. Man, these young kids walk around, man, like they got a problem. And sometimes we find ourselves, as us being in the community and us being leaders, we find ourselves like, hold on, young man. And sometimes it be kind of awkward because you say something to them, they be ready to, you know what I'm saying, to try to do something. The thing of it is, the young people don't have no fear. That's number one. And that's why the media is captivating the youth's mind, because they know it's all about the youth and captivating their mind and being in control of the youth. Yeah. We definitely got to deal with that. And then as a people, as far as the self-hate, we really gotta reconstruct around that and unpack it, because all they see is the images that they see, because everything is controlled by the media, the news. You know, like the brother said last night, every 11 minutes you see an interracial commercial. You know, so that's the new thing that they're trying to push.
And Netflix got, you know, bad,
which is really sad. Yeah, it done got worse, which is really sad. You know, and anything positive that shows unity amongst us as a people, the melanated man and woman or a family being happy together as a whole, is being taken down, and it's being censored on a lot of social media platforms, and that's really horrific, because a little kid will see that and it messes with the psyche. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it's just bad around the board. That's why we have to continue to put those images out there of how positive we are, and not just that, the old images. You know, when we are a loving family. You know what I'm saying? Man, woman. You know what I'm saying? Man, woman, and the kids. You know, that's very important. It's very important to us as a people, and definitely it's important to us as a culture.
That's great you said that, because I just made a post earlier today. Where the post was a black a brother with his queen and they seed, little boy. It said Black Lives Matter. I just made that post today on my IG page. But do you think it got a lot of likes and stuff?
Yeah. Because that's that dopamine hit. You know, it's like now, it's like the drug. Our people have been induced to thrive off of that. You know, so now we got to look at, like, okay, who are the personalities that's in? Because, see, this is a word that goes over people's head when they say, I'm a social media influencer. That word influence go over people's head. The power of words. We say this, but I don't think we really sit in the power of a word. When you got influence over somebody, you can bend them to your way. You shape narratives. And that was my thing that I was always saying about, okay, like you said, Knowledge. Think about this. Think about how music have changed so drastically. And we got to understand the power of music, because music has the ability to change your consciousness no matter what song we play. Even where we at. If we hear a church song, it puts you in the mindset. If we hear a gangster song, it puts you in the mindset. If we hear an R&B song, it switches our emotions in all kind of ways, right? So just think about, we used to hear stuff like Treat Her Like a Lady by Temptations. I'll Make Love to You by Boys to Men. Now they like, oh, that's simp right there. Oh, yeah. Everything is simping. Any type of affection toward the black woman or black family is either you simping or you're a pick-me. And that's not by design. That's real. That ain't by coincidence. That's strategic. And I put a post up the other day on my TikTok. And it was a group of OG old men. They was standing around singing. And it was like, hey, you know the coochie was good when they was doing like this. But they was around just singing to the women. That's what they did back in the day. They would sing love songs to the women. Now it's all dysfunction. Now it's predicated on not needing each other.
Right. Hey, a sister on her comment, she said, "Excuse me, the time of the post also matters." What you mean by that? Yeah, sister, what you mean by that?
She canceled a couple of our vocal dialect shows, man. Poetry shows. She's still on.
Yeah, she's been around with us, so she probably still here.
She's still on it. Yeah, she's still on it.
Yeah, man, you know, we have to really kind of like understand that, like, the intentionality, and because we'll say brainwash, but that's really what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really sad, man, you know, but it's good to build, and we got to definitely keep building. You know, Obasi mentioned a book, Travis Scott. It's a good book.
She said yes. She said yes. She's still with us.
It's a good book. You should.
What you mean? What do you mean by that, sister?
Yeah, it's a good book, and it's
the time of the post also matters.
Oh, the post also matters. 1 minute. Yeah, so that's a good book, and then we try to throw books out. That's what we do. We are a group of men that do our research, and we read books. We always have source material, you know, and that's very important, because when we speak out of our mouth, we definitely want you to go and research and look it up, you know. So that's a good book to check out, the Travis Scott, you know, so you can find it or whatever. I know sometimes it's out of print.
Yeah.
I just want to request to join. All right, and I send it to her.
Let the sister in.
I'll let her in. But yeah, definitely a good book, and we definitely got to deal with this in the community, man. And we definitely got to put up the images of what we're supposed to look like and what we're supposed to be doing and where we're coming from.
Okay. Hello.
Okay.
Hey, Peace Kings. Oh, hold on. Let me turn this around. What I have to say, it was too much to type over. Okay, peace to you.
Okay.
Hey, Kenwater, how you doing? I thank you, gentlemen, Kings. I want to make sure I address you correctly and appropriately. But what happens is that when you go to your Instagram account, over to where the setting is, it tells you based on your algorithm. And please excuse me, I'm having a problem with, you know, side of my face, so I'm gonna try to pronunciate and say things clearly, okay? But bear with me. But when you go to your Instagram account and you go to the setting, it tells you basically who your algorithm or what audience do you appeal to. For example, because I'm a woman, I appeal mostly to men. Like those are mostly my fan base. And then it also tells you at what time your fans are most active on Instagram. So like, say for example, based on the consciousness and the material that you're trying to present, that information will be available to certain, and it also, by the way, it tells you what industry that you appeal to. So it'll tell you, like, you know, you take your everyday life. Like, let's say, gentlemen, you were trying to reach me, and I live in Atlanta. You're most likely to get me either at my lunchtime, I'm trying to get to work, or after I've gotten my family, you know, situated. That's when, and it also lets you know on Instagram what are the different peak times. Most people appeal at lunchtime, so forth and so on. So if you, like Kenwato, when I know, because of the type of material, the vocal dialects, I follow you guys, when I see your information, I automatically, if I have the time and availability, will tune in, because you're always talking about conscious information that relates to the community, which is what I have a passion for. And but anyway, gentlemen, I just want to make sure I share that with you, and so you pay attention to details. And the same thing happens over with TikTok. I will say this: this, just FYI, and I kind of noticed, and I'm studying the patterns that most, if you're trying to reach people like around my time, my age, older, African American, it's usually like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. So, and you know, we're on Eastern Standard Time, so of course it's going to be different. And you also have that ability to set your post to post at a certain time as well. So it just requires you to go a little bit more details, and in order to be strategic and methodical with your posts, because, and you can also look at how many fans you have. People want to hear it. It's just when and where you're doing it, you know. And then also go ahead and send your information to your fans, because see, some people are just there for information. But if I get a post from Kenwado or from Vocal Dialect, I say, okay, what's going on? Because our information is just like, you know, it's so interesting that it's Black History. I don't mean to talk as much, but this is one of the ways. This is how we used to communicate, because you think back in the time when racism was rampant and stuff. You better not put no flyer out there and tell y'all gonna meet at the whatever. Right. You doing this, and the people that don't like you say, yeah, thank you for that tip, nigga. We gonna be on down there, and you know, being comical, you know, but which is also a different approach to how I'm trying to reach my people as well. So we had, and I will say this before I stop there, is that, you know, you'll hear a lot of time in church people say something like the first Sunday, second Sunday, third Sunday, like that. You're familiar with that, right? Mm-hmm. You know how people say, let's meet on the second Sunday or third Sunday. And the reason why that's important, because the slaves that work in the field, they couldn't go to church every Sunday. So they had specific Sundays that they could meet up. And, you know, I know you guys know about the chitlin circuit and all of that. You know, we have to operate, and now that we have social media, we can do it and be, you know, still take care of our lives and stuff, and, you know, what have you. But yeah, it was too much for me to text, so I said, let me just call and share this with the brothers, you know. Yes,
we appreciate that.
Okay. Well, I have other business to go ahead and do, so I'm gonna tune out here, and I would definitely like to follow up with y'all. Okay. Peace be unto you, kings. Okay. Yes, you too. Bye for now.
Peace.
All right.
I fix this. Hang up. Yeah.
So I definitely learned something. Like, yeah. So look, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that.
Let me see.
But yeah, man, we definitely got to keep building as you know what I'm saying, as men in the community. We got to keep building and handling business. That's what we got to do.
To speak more about Black love, man. It can't become taboo. It can't become outdated. It can't become. How does loving each other?
Vice. That's dialogue in the house. You just joined.
You know, so I think also we have allowed, you know, others to determine how we feel about each other. You know, because again, and I harp on that music because it's a lot in the shaping of the mind. So in that, it's the suit and ties that's telling them. It ain't necessarily just the artist. It is the suit and ties that's determining what's hot and what the people want to hear. So how is it we're not producing any more Luther Vandross? You know, we got to really think about that. How come we ain't producing? How come we're not producing more Marvin Gaye's? Because remember I put that post out about
control the music
frequency being distorted. It is the love frequency. They perverted.
But
they perverted the love.
But see, you got to realize, man, you know, we don't have no control of what these programmers or the, you know, people behind the scenes or what they put out. They putting this stuff out.
So that's why I said we have to be the ones to talk more about Black love issues, you know, because that's where we hurting the most. We suffer from hate because of lack of love.
Yeah, yeah. And what's up with all these new terms, manosphere and all this?
Who? Because that's a new.
What term?
That's the new homo. That's the new homo hangover.
Who?
And what is it supposed to be about?
I
We
ain't
never heard
that.
what management is women passion.
Just tender dicking and female bashing and complaining.
Oh, complaining.
Hey, man, I don't know what. I ain't heard none of that, man.
So the management now they converting those to be passport brothers.
all of that encompasses everything. And I was having a conversation with the homie Bangin earlier about that, you know. And everybody deserves to be heard. So look, I'm never opposed to talking to the passport suckers, but what they fail to realize, not only because they're starting to get kicked out of these countries because they're taking their American they're taking their Negro misogyny over there. Right. And again, we are a cultured people. So if you don't understand culture, you might want a woman that's submissive, but her type of love and chemistry is different from what you're talking about over here. Right. So they end it up for real black men that want to take trips abroad, because now they're going to start to lump all of us in the same category. Right. And that's the poison in the cookie that's starting to happen. That, okay, well, you know, this is what they're doing. This is how American men think. No, this is how those fools think. We don't all think like that. That's right.
That's true.
But
that's true.
We just got to ride on it more and just show more appreciation. Like you said, bro, not only do we have to show more appreciation to the women, they got to show more appreciation to us, and we have to come together like we let the sister in to show them it's a safe space. You can come in and say whatever, however you feel, to be heard. Because people are acting like this because everybody want to be heard. It's like everybody got a page. It's like everybody want to be these gurus because everybody want to be heard, and nobody's listening.
Right.
Man,
I just don't know, man. It seems like, man, you know, instead of things getting bad, it seems like it's like getting worse and worse. It's like, man, that's to the point of beyond repair, man. Because you got to realize our kids are growing up listening to this and seeing all these magazines, man.
Exactly.
So normal.
Exactly. And that's the problem with me. I could care less if a dude get a passport and want to go, but when you are projecting this onto the younger generation, and they're hearing this, they're being saturated with this more than they're being saturated with clean water. They're getting muddy water thrown on them. They're being baptized in muddy water, and we are the clean water. So it's like, no. But then get this. Like when I'm doing my videos, they come on my posts and say all kind of insulting stuff. Oh, man, you love black women and they doing. Why does it bother? Listen, this is crazy. It bothers them because I say I love black women.
But ain't that sick?
Self-hate, man. So what we talking about? Self-hate.
I don't know, man. It's like, I don't understand this shit that's going on with that. I really don't. I don't understand.
So, yeah, man, it's an uphill battle, man.
Yeah, we got to do better, man. We got to do better. You know, we got to set the examples, man. Nobody else.
We are, man, because just paying attention to the comments, you know, that sister tagged and asked somebody to listen to this. So that shows you, you know, that what we're saying is being appreciated and it's being heard.
Right.
Because she's saying, yo, listen to this right here. Listen to these black men right here.
Yeah. Yeah. And we just got to keep doing what we do. You know us three, brotherhood. That's how we do it. You know, in the community, out the community, we the same 365 days out the year. You know what I'm saying? We are researchers, and we might not all agree, but one thing for sure, we agree on the common thing, and that's us being uplifted as a people. And you know what I'm saying? The black man, the black woman, and the black boy, the black girl as a unit. You know, and keeping that image out there, that positive image of what we supposed to do as a people. You know, in ancient Kemet, they give you a symbol, which is the Ankh, and that represents unity. You know, and as you do research, in a lot of esoteric circles, they focus on unity. They focus on mastering yourself, and the only way to master and to master as a unit, we definitely got to start mastering ourselves individually. You know what I'm saying? We got to set our differences aside. We got to really have a really unbiased opinion and really look at the key thing of what's affecting us as a people and deal with that. We need to be separate,
Right.
handle our own business, and then move forward. It's very important. You know, we got to get back to what is real and what is right. We definitely got to deal with a lot of things that go on in the community, but first thing first is dealing with self-hate and know the power of your melanin. Know the power, know the power of what we did in the beginning. We created. We were students of nature. We built.
Right, like what you said, man. One key word you said, and we gotta be separated. We gotta be separated, man. Cause hey, man, it's so messed up that we have brothers our age on the internet doing crazy stuff, man. You know what I mean?
Charleston White is the poster guy for that. Oh,
man, you got the incident that happened last week. You know what I mean? With at the out California, man. You know, getting physical online and stuff, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. What kind of examples you showing, man? And you got the people looking at you. You got the audience. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got the platform, man. Come on, man. You gotta show better examples, man. It's stupid, man.
Yeah. Now Charleston White, some stuff he do I don't like. Some stuff he do I do like. He do put a lot of people on blast, and they don't respond to him. They don't try to retaliate against him. And sometimes he be telling the truth, man. These brothers you call yourself this, why you ain't doing that? Oh, you say you doing this, why you ain't doing that?
The thing with that, like, yeah, because it's like the broke clock is right 2 times a day kind of analogy. Even the broke clock, or mastering the obvious. But I think one of the things that really kind of plucked my nerve, and you know the kind of work that we all done put down, was when he got on the podcast and degraded black mothers and children and their sons that was murdered in the street.
You don't do that, man.
No, because at the end of the day, we still have to understand that this is a side effect to racism, white terrorism. So, if like I said, to go back to the Tavistock Institute, if they are purposely poisoning and making you crazy, why do we think that they can help it? Why do we think that, if the way out, because we got to understand how crack really got introduced. Crack was a way out for families. Crack was a way, okay, so you mean to tell me if I sell this one thing right here, I can make more money than I made in 1 week, or then 2 weeks. Then my working father that I made in 2 weeks, I can make more money in 1 day. So in order to destroy us, it had to free others. So they had to sell that. So we never recovered from that. So you never really addressing the real culprit. You're just always pointing the finger at black criminality and quote unquote black on black crime. So yeah, some stuff you can say, okay, well, I can agree with that, what you're saying. But again, the old food that's up here, just like the whole thing with Jay Prince. If you are trying to talk about unifying and stopping black violence, why are you showing the guns talking about you ready to go to war? You are being the same thing that you're talking about with the young homies. So it's like you have to clean your behavior up all the way. You got to be renewed, dog.
Yeah.
You can't the first time that you upset, you go back to being
that's the young brother. What's up, brother?
MIG say ass baby mama ain't black. Where his name
talking about Charleston White.
Hey, now the Bobby,
hey, he had said something. I don't know, a few months back when I was checking him out. He said when he like talking positive and stuff, he wasn't getting no views and stuff. Now I heard he do a lot of work in the community. You know what I mean? And you can fact check.
Yeah. My boy told me that
everything. Well, he say he get into character. He get the views by talking all that negative stuff. That's what he said, but he really do work in the community and stuff, man. You know what I mean?
But I always question: are you offsetting the work by what you're saying, by what you're doing?
I don't agree with it either, man.
No, I know what you're saying, but that's the question that always arises in my head. Like, you know, because like what I say, even Nino Brown passed out turkeys. You see what I'm saying? So,
right,
you know,
right.
You know, but it's the message because we listening to the message more than the action.
Yeah, there's no shock value, man.
Shock value, dog.
That damn word. We like to be entertained. You know what I mean? This live feed is not gonna get no 1,000, 5,000 views.
Hey, one take from Das said, yeah, from the A. One take from the A said, most gangsters rappers be in the hood giving back too. That's true too. The whole point of it is
that's all it is, bro.
All the way around the board. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like that's it. You just gotta stop confusing.
You know, it's
all the way around the board, man.
So that's what we have. But like you said, the incident in Cali, these are characters because we think this internet world is different from the real world. And when you say this stuff, you got to step out in the real world. You can't. This ain't the sound.
The thing is, man, my thing is, what kind of example are you leading to these kids?
That's the whole shebang.
That's the whole point because they looking at this shit. Oh, this real. Oh, that's who. Oh, man, we can't be doing that, man. They'll show views, man. Nah.
It's definitely bad around the board, but I'll be taking people back to the beginning, man. That's stuff that we did not do. We never did it across the board, and what we did was we unified and we built. You know, we stopped all that stuff, man. We love the black woman. We built our kids, and I tell people in the beginning we didn't have synagogues, churches, mosques, and all of that. Our institutions were learning institutions. Our institutions were building institutions.
So yeah, man, we know where it's at, but that's why, like I said, we the clean water. We have to continue to be that because they hear the message. But the more I put out, like I said, I know. And I don't want to sell myself. I don't want to turn on my people to go viral. Because you're a virus when you're a viral. You know,
right?
You infected. Like I said again, back with these words, you are infected. So it's like, what are you doing when you infecting the people?
Right.
You know, so
right.
As the great Steve Coakley would always say, confusion on the battlefield.
Right.
And that's a good lecture. Anybody that listening to this, that they want to go, listen to some Steve Coakley. Steve Coakley put it down, an unsung hero that don't get the props and respect that he should.
Yeah.
Who put it down, what none of Steve Coakley taught me was books. For me, I'd never seen a black man that could break books down like that. And look, this what was dope about him. He would always say, the books are for y'all. He said, I know it. So it was like the book of Eli in a sense. Because remember in the book of Eli, he was the book. But it's like, but Nana Coakley was, and when I say Nana, that's great. That's great teacher.
Hey, say that again. A lot of people missed that.
What's that?
A lot of people missed that, man. Say that again.
I said, remember in the book of Eli, he was the book.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when you really remember it, and I don't like the movie spoil if people don't remember the book, but to see black men or a black man like that was the impact he had on me. You know, because everybody is a reference point or example. So if the youth don't know nothing about Steve Coakley, or if the youth don't know nothing about, whoever really put it down and affected you, because we influence people in one way or another. But he just influenced me to read because I wanted to be able to read like him. I wanted to be able to read and spit knowledge like he did. And I'm a long way from how he did it because he was a super duper. But he gave me the blueprint. He gave me that blueprint.
Right. Well, I will say this about you, brother. I will say this, man. You're a hard researcher. You dedicated to the books as I am. Me and you both have a nice plethora library. But you know, man, we're having no other way, man. You know, and all three of us have books. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of books, man, and we really try to get into it and really try to comprehend and manifest and really give the people something. You know, that's the main thing. So, you know, if that's the guy that you looked up to, man, I think he will be pleased.
No, we had the Black Socrates on listening for a few minutes.
I don't know about Socrates. I don't know about Black Socrates.
Yeah, he was on it for a few minutes.
It is what it is. I guess. I guess.
It is what it is, man. But definitely, man, you know what I'm saying, powerful bill. You know, of course, we're going to come back. We're going to do it again. You know, that's what we do. You know, we try to give back. We always give resource material, you know, and we try to give solution to the topic that we had tonight, dealing with self-hate, self-love. Learn your history. Don't learn the mystery that they give you. Learn the history that you don't even know. Learn your history. Learn where you come from. Learn what your people has done. Learn the beautiful things that we have put forth as far as manifestation, edification. Learn those things and get equipped. I tell anybody, get equipped with the science. Get equipped with the ologies. You got to get equipped with the science. Yeah, D in the house. You got to get equipped with the ologies, the science. And I push this and I say this because when I found out, it was amazing to me. You know what I'm saying? Chemistry is the study of melanin. Melanin comes from where? Black people. Black people have more melanin than the European people. We dealing with protons, neutrons, and solitons. Chem is short for chemistry is the study of. Chemistry is the study of chemics. All the science is the study of Black people. And remember, what's up, Brother Derek? Peace, brother. Peace, God. And what you got to realize is they have a conference every year where they do research and they come together and they talk about melanin. What's new dealing with melanin? So, man, learn about yourself. Build on that. And then you will have, then we can get rid of the self-love, the self-hate. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
We got to get rid of that.
Hey, man, let's, I'll wrap it up, man. We got a couple of events coming up with. First of all, man, we got an event coming up. If y'all will be speaking the Forest Park Black History event, just go perform. We got Keith Slider, we got Obasi, go speak. You know what I mean? What's the young brother's name that's go speak, Obasi?
My brother Sankofa.
Sankofa. Yeah, the brother Sankofa, man. You know, we have you can check it out. The event is posted on this page, on the Vocal Dialect page. You know, we April 1st, you know, we ain't put it out yet, but April 1st, myself, the Brother Knowledge, and Brother Andre 360 will celebrate our birthrights, our born, you know what I mean, at the Malinati Griot from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., you know what I mean, so come on through, man, you know, we'll kick it.
Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
Got Baba Brody at the Malinati Griot from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. The brother Obasi is on the card as well. So all that's gonna be it's posted on our page and stuff, you know what I mean? Go keep y'all posted and updated. Peace out, one love.
Peace. All right, my brother.
Definitely that.
All right.
Peace. I'm Udja, Seneb.